Hey girls, I'm back with another video. So it's been about a month at this point since I've released Darktran, and I'm sure a couple people have been curious or just downright confused because, hey Kat, you randomly just released a trailer and released the game at the same time. Like, there was no build up, there was nothing at all. You didn't hint to anyone that you were even working on this. You just randomly released this total conversion mod. Which is funny to me, but like, you know, I'll go into a video explaining it. So, ever since I was around 13, I've always wanted to make a video game. I always wanted to make my own game. And I don't mean make my own game as in, I want to be an idea person. I want to have 100 people work for me, and I want to just like come up with ideas for people to do. No. I wanted to actually work on something myself that I could create and call it my own. And now over the years, the game's concept and premise and like general everything changed multiple times, but the core foundation of this game always remained the same. It was always going to be an old school style first-person shooter that was just off the walls crazy and fun to play. And that's basically what Darktran is. So Darktran is a total conversion mod for Doom 2. Doom 2, the 1994 masterpiece. And a total conversion mod is a modification for a video game. All of you girls watching know what a mod is. I know for a fact you do. And if you say you don't, I don't know what to tell you. But Darktran is a total conversion mod for Doom 2. And a total conversion mod is a mod for a game that replaces or overhauls almost everything that has to do with the vanilla game, essentially resulting in a completely new game. And that's what Darktran is. Despite it being built off of Doom 2, it's essentially not Doom 2. The game plays different, it's more linear, it takes place in its own universe and has its own storyline. So even though it technically is Doom 2, it's pretty much not connected to it at all, which is how I wanted it to be. But anyway, moving on. I was inspired by countless things when I was working on Darktran. The most obvious of which is other first-person shooter games, like Doom. No one saw that coming. Rage 1 and 2, Bulletstorm, basically games like that. Crazy as hell FPS games that are basically a mix between old school FPS design and modern FPS design. That's really what I wanted Darktran to be like, because it really feels like there's not a shooter game for me. Like there's not. So I just set out to make my own. At the end of the day, I made Darktran for myself. Like, I made it for me to play and enjoy. And when I play it, I have a good time. Like, I'm like, holy shit, like, I made this. It's pretty sweet. But yeah, I was inspired by big FPS games like that, but I was also inspired by Flash games that I played growing up in the 2000s. So, fun as hell games like Thing, Hold the Line, Black Sheep Acres, that other fucking game, oh my god, The Last Stand 1 and 2, just games like that were basically pure energy and action. And like, I miss Flash games, I really fucking do. But I was also inspired by other total conversion mods, the main one being Eternal Damnation for Postal 2. Now, I don't even like Postal 2 all that much, but I fucking love Eternal Damnation. Seriously, girls, Eternal Damnation is a fucking masterpiece. And the funny thing is, people have claimed that Darktran is not a true total conversion mod because it still uses sprites and textures from the vanilla game Doom 2. But I've never seen anyone call Eternal Damnation not a total conversion mod. And Eternal Damnation also uses vanilla assets from Postal 2. So I'm really confused at that, to be honest. It just, honestly, calling my mod a total conversion or not a total conversion, that just screams semantics to me. I call it a total conversion for simplicity's sake. Seriously. But anyway, moving on. So I was inspired by Eternal Damnation a lot. I fucking love this mod. Just how fucking batshit it is. It is seriously fucking wild. But beyond that, I was also inspired by really crappy, offensive games. Games like, I really hope I can say this word on YouTube, ethnic cleansing, Tyrone versus Cops, Kill the FA, Fill the Rest. I was inspired by these games because not only were they offensive, they're horrible. Literally all these like super far right-wing games, they're garbage. Like, they are literally so fucking bad. Like, it's just fucking embarrassing. And it's like they have no effort put into them. And the worst part is they sell those games. Like fucking the ethnic cleansing game, I swear to God they sold that game for money. And the game's old as shit. It's like 20 years old. But I don't care. I'm still stuck on that. That's fucking insane. But yeah, I was inspired by those games. Not in a, hey, I love this, I want to make a game just like this, but in a, wow, these people are so stupid. Let me make a similar-ish kind of mod, but actually good and not actually offensive. Because, like, some people have claimed that Darktran is offensive, and I say to those people, you're stupid. You're literally dumb as hell. There's nothing offensive about Darktran. If you're offended at the prospect of killing neo-Nazis, I don't know what to tell you. I don't know what to tell you. I had one person say the story in Darktran is woke and cringy, which, what does woke mean? What is woke? You can't answer that. You can't give me a consistent answer, at least. But anyway, moving on. So what even is the story in Darktran? So I'll give a quick little rundown, even though, you know, you could play it yourself. But no, like, not everyone has a computer. Not everyone knows how to mod Doom. Like, that's perfectly fine. You don't have, no one has to play Darktran. Like I said before, I made Darktran for myself. Like, I just checked it earlier today. It has 349 downloads. That literally blew my fucking mind. That literally blows my fucking mind that people have downloaded, people have viewed my mod, decided, hey, this is pretty interesting. I want to download this. I want to see where this goes. And 300 people downloaded it and played it. It's pretty fucking wild. Like I've said it in the past already, it's humbling. It really is fucking humbling. Like, I don't even know what to say about that. But anyway, Darktran, it involves the titular character, Darktran. She lives in a city called Flex City in the year 2053. Now, several years back, a massive organization of neo-Nazis decided to take over the city and establish their own rule and their own laws. The leader of this organization is called Dr. Electron, someone who Darktran has a very big grudge against, because Dr. Electron led an experiment in the year 2052 that involved rounding up all transgender people and implanting microchips in their head that would constantly project transphobic thoughts into their head, eventually causing them to detransition. But the experiment was a complete failure. Despite being a world-renowned scientist, Dr. Electron made the fatal mistake of using completely sapient AI for his experiments. So the AIs all developed minds of their own. And they're like, and all the AIs are like, why would they fuck with their host? So all the AIs literally just end up getting attached to their host and becoming friends. And Darktran's AI is known as Delta, who's voiced by my boyfriend. Yeah, I voiced all the characters in this game. There's only like 5 characters. I voiced them all except for one. My boyfriend voiced Delta. Shout out to him for that. But yeah, Darktran's companion AI, Delta, butts heads with her a lot. Because, to be honest, Darktran is a fucking moron. She is literally stupid as fuck. So Darktran is blessed. She's blessed with something known as a technique, which is a supernatural ability that allows you to do some crazy shit. And Darktran's technique is rejuvenation, which, in a video game simple description of it, it allows her to regenerate health COD style. There's no med kits or health pickups in Darktran. There's armor. You can block off some damage with armor, but there's no health pickups in Darktran. Anytime you take damage, you just instantly heal back up to full health after avoiding damage for a few seconds. Basically how in a COD game, besides Black Ops 4 and Call of Duty 1. And Big Red One. And Big Red One. Shout out to Call of Duty 2, Big Red One. That game does not deserve to be forgotten. But yeah, Darktran possesses a technique known as rejuvenation. She doesn't even know where she's got it from. She just had it one day. But she sees that technique as a blessing from a higher power, or a god. And she decides, or she doesn't decide, she comes to the conclusion that she's blessed with this to fight back against the neo-Nazis. And despite not having any like real strength or fighting abilities, she's pretty adept with guns. And she likes using guns. So she decides to attack Flex City's feminist research facility head on, which is where Dr. Electron's main office is located. Because Darktran really wants to fucking kill him. And the rest of the story goes from there. I don't want to talk about the story anymore. If you have any more questions about the story, let me know, because I understand that wasn't really a great synopsis. I didn't write a script for this video, if it's not fucking obvious, but I probably should have. But anyway, I talked about my inspirations already, but I left out the biggest one of all. And like, if you play Darktran, or even know the franchise I'm about to mention, you can very clearly see that it's just a big Duke Nukem ripoff. Like, unironically, Duke is my hero. I fucking love Duke Nukem. I grew up playing Duke Nukem 3D, and I unironically enjoy parts of Duke Nukem Forever. And that 2001 leaked build that leaked a while back is fantastic. Yeah, I love Duke Nukem. You can very fucking clearly see the influence in Darktran if you've played Duke Nukem. So, one, I use textures literally ripped straight from Duke Nukem 3D. That's, if you've played Duke Nukem 3D, it's so obvious. But also, Darktran is very corny. She will, as she kills neo-Nazis throughout the course of the game, she will spout one-liners, ripped straight from movies, other games, and just other pieces of media, in the exact same vein as Duke Nukem. Like, it's just, like, Darktran's fucking ridiculous. She's a joke. Like, nobody takes her seriously. She's not cool. But in her head she is, and she's capable of some pretty fucking sick shit. So, you know, she's gonna fuck the neo-Nazis up. And that's what happens in the game. But yeah, seriously though, I don't really even know where else to go with this video. This video is so fucking long. But seriously, what even is Darktran? It's something I've created. The end. Anyway, that's gonna be this whole video. I don't even know how to end this. Besides, I'll have a full playthrough of the game soon with live commentary. And if you're offended over the game, you shouldn't be. Anyway, that's gonna be this whole video. Bye, girls.